I thought I'd start out with a plot spoiler. This is the end result, and then I'll show you how I got there. This is a new clutch lever. This is a new clutch lever holder, and inside here is a new clutch lever switch. Now remember, these are 3 separate parts, and they cannot be ordered as a complete assembly. So what that means is you've got to buy this, which does not come with the back piece, and it does not come with the screws. What about the switch? Surely it comes with that. It does not. That's separate. Obviously this is old and this is separate. So this thing, I forget what it was, maybe around 10 bucks. This was $12, and the clutch lever switch was $20. And what we'll see later in the video is, if you're in gear and you stall and you pull your clutch in, you can start the bike and then release the clutch and take off. That's the job of the clutch lever switch. And this prevents you from starting it in gear. So if it's in gear and you don't pull the clutch in, you're not going to be able to start the bike. Here's the problem. There's unnatural play here. Almost like a bushing or something is missing, but there isn't any. What happened? The lever got hit. This bolt, which is actually pretty thin inside, or screw, got bent. You now see play. You also see something that shouldn't happen is the screw turns. I was able to take this nut off. The next thing you have to do is unscrew the screw. Why do all this work? Why not just replace the damaged lever with a new one? Well, because as you can see with the old one, I couldn't get it out. I took the nut off, I tried to unscrew it, the thing just spun, and I ended up drilling it out, and I still couldn't get this piece out, no matter what I did. That meant I had to order a new piece. Because I couldn't remove the clutch lever, and because you can't remove the clutch switch without removing the lever, that meant I had to order a new clutch switch, because there's no way to take the old one and move it over to the new part if you can't take the lever out. Switch out from this end, and that caused the internal part of the switch to separate. So the switch actually is supposed to be put in and removed from the inside like this. I thought there were 2 different parts, but you can see this plastic slides out. Push something in here, and you push the whole thing out. And this is what you end up with. Alright, and this is you got 4 corners here, and this on the right here at about 3 o'clock, that is the little tab which will align in here. So when you insert it, this is the part that you want the socket to push on to take the part and squeeze it into there. And I like putting a little silicone grease on there because it's a very tight fit with those squared off corners. Here we see some beautiful still photos. This one is the guts of the switch, which you actually shouldn't see. You should only see the black plastic like in this picture. What you're actually looking at here is that round hole in the center is actually the sleeve or the outer body of the clutch switch. At the time I took these pictures, I didn't realize that my switch had come apart, and I was actually looking at the guts, and that's what made things kind of confusing. In the lower right corner of the picture, you can see that this clutch lever fits many different models of Honda. I looked at another list that had bikes going all the way back to the 70s. Put the new clutch lever switch, you can see it in there. It has to go in from this side. There's a little notch on the right at about 3 o'clock, and those 2 things have to be aligned. It definitely cannot go from this side because it won't fit. There we see our little prongs sticking through. Drive it. I used a 1/4-inch socket extension and a 6mm or 7mm tip works fine. Because this model doesn't have a gear indicator, I'm just going to put this in gear like that. You can clearly see if I let the clutch out, I'm in gear. Now I'm going to pull the clutch in and hit the starter. Am I really in gear? I'm going to let the clutch out. Of course, I'm on the center stand like this, nice and easy. And you can see I'm in gear. Thanks for watching and good luck with your repair.